Happy Thursday, and boy, do I have an update for you guys. It looks like markets are trading lower, and not just from where we were yesterday during the overnight hours, but we actually got some continuation right when the market opened with some lower lows and lower highs. Now the markets are in the early stages of a possible reversal, so we'll see if we actually break above and go back to retest 605, 606, or if we get rejected, form a lower high and go back to selling off. So what exactly is going on today? Again, we talked about it in today's live trading session, especially with all of the selling pressure that presented itself. Again, if you didn't watch today's live trading session, please go back and watch it. If you're not yet part of our LPP team, again, the second link in the description down below will give you access to our daily live session. With that being said, we have a big update from Trump. Trump says higher oil prices are good. This is the part that just irritates me. I said it a few days ago. Trump made a claim that the Iran war is completely or pretty much done. Today, he backtracks on that. Now oil prices are back to skyrocketing, and once again, we see a tweet with no merit, no foundation, all just to manipulate the market. Again, when it doesn't matter, I voted for the dude, right? And if you there's things that he's done that I have agreed with. There's things that he does that I completely do not. This is a complete form of manipulation. He knows that his messages, his tweets directly manipulate the market. And again, this is why markets are getting wiped out today. U.S. oil extends gains to rise above $94 a barrel, now up 70% since December of 2025. And the part that irritates me is that people actually are commenting of like, well, Ricky, yes, higher gas prices are actually good because it creates more oil-based jobs. Bro, what? How can you be so brain dead? How can you be so narrow-minded that you blindly agree with another person just because you voted for them? Again, even the people you love most in your life, you're not going to agree with everything it is that they do. Why would it be any different when it comes down to the president? 650 billion has been wiped out from the U.S. stock market in just the 15 minutes since it opened. We are seeing extreme fear in the market. President Trump is supposedly now enthusiastic about continuing the war in Iran for at least another 3 to 4 weeks. But wait, I thought just a few days ago it was pretty much done. But I thought, no, he won't backtrack on this. Again, when will we hold these people accountable? It is a direct form of manipulation. There is no merit. There's no foundation in any of the claims that he has made about the war being done. Yet, markets pumped a bunch of people. The part that bothers me the most is I have a bunch of beginners messaging me, Ricky, I bought in going long because Trump said the war was over. Now prices are dropping. What did we say a few days ago? You can't be surprised that, again, this positive catalyst of Trump's tweets are short-lived because he just likes to hear himself speak. He likes to cause the markets to quickly recover. No, this is the part that bothers me is because of his messages and the excitement or, conviction he brings into the market based off of false tweets. Now people are enthusiastic to go long, and guess what? They pay the price. So now another 4 weeks, even if oil prices rebound. And then again, this is the official message from Trump saying that, we have a bunch of oil in the United States. We're the largest oil producer in the world. Even if prices go up for oil, that's great for us. It's not great for the average American that's paying more at the pump. It's common sense. It's like, how can you argue that? And then you have Iran that says that you cannot start a war and then demand a ceasefire when you won. Our armed forces are determined to teach the enemy a lesson that they will never forget. It's just so irritating. It's like we look like absolute idiots. How can you say one thing when there's no foundation to it? You're not actually going to back down from the war. And then it just traps a bunch of your own people. Okay, if it only is a negative catalyst for the other country, then who cares, right? But this is where you're trapping just a bunch of Americans that are investing into the market based off of false news, false hope. That's short-lived, right? If we look at the overall NASDAQ market, everything that we pumped up, now we're beginning to give back. Again, to keep it simple, all I'm doing is I'm shorting MSTR. By going long on MSTZ, we're up $2,000 on the day. But I'm not the one that's suffering. I'm not the one that's going to be paying more at the pump and that can't afford it. I'm not the one that bought into the highs of the market to go long and then now paying the price and now I'm in the red, right? I don't believe what other people are saying because there's been such a track record of him going back on his word. And that's the part that irritates me the most is, again, like, it's just when you see bullshit, call out bullshit for what it is. If there is no merit, no foundation behind his statement, like, call it out for what it is. That's all, right? Call people out on their BS. So as of right now, again, NASDAQ market is consolidating. It's down about 1.4, 1.5% on the day. And we'll see. We'll see if we continue to see that continuation into the downside. But again, if you look at the larger time frames from the highs to the lows, if we break below this 597 support range, we have a lot more selling pressure to go. And yes, just like we talked about it, we challenged people, right? Because we knew that this was going to happen because we knew that all the signs were there that the Iran war was not over. I said, hey, if you're so certain about oil, then short oil. Guess what? For all those that decided to short oil, how is that playing out for you? Oil prices skyrocketing once again, right? If you're shorting it, it's definitely not going in your favor, right? If you look at the overall oil-based watch list that we have here, all of them in the green. The only one in the red is the inverse ETF. United States Oil Fund up 8% on the day. Going back to retest new highs on the week. Or if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry, that was on Monday, right? But that was after the fake tweet of saying that the Iran war is pretty much over, causing that sharp retracement. So that overall collapse that we saw on oil prices, the sharpest retracement in a single day, were all because of a false message that our president sent to manipulate the market. That's the part that irritates me, is that it's someone that is in such high power. He knows his influence, and then he does nothing when it comes down to the average American paying the price for just him wanting to hear himself talk. So again, I'll do my part. Like I've said so many times before, good news, bad news, I don't care if it even goes against my overall bias. You guys know that I'm always here to keep you guys up to date, and I hope that you can see that. I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And again, I trade live every single morning. Today in our live trading session, we took profits on our MSTZ long, which is an MSTR short. And that's how I had such a good start where I was up over $2,000 on the day. So we'll see how the day continues. I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. But if you ever want to watch me trade live or work with us closer, that's our LPP team. It is the only service that I offer, nothing else. And it's the second link in the description down below if you want a discount to join. One-time payment for lifetime access. I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.